Hey, what's happening, total fitness bodybuilders? It is your muscle building coach, Lee Hayward, and in this video, I'm going to be sharing some of my go-to strategies for controlling cravings, especially those late night cravings. You know how it is, like you can probably get through the day eating good, but then later in the evening, especially in those few hours before bed, when you're unwinding, maybe you're kicking back, watching some Netflix, or maybe you're watching YouTube videos like this one. You're kicking back in those few hours before bed, and that's when the cravings hit. You're craving the junk food, you're craving the sweets, you're craving the chips, you're craving whatever. And you need something to satisfy those cravings, because simply ignoring them and trying to rely on willpower doesn't work. Like, willpower is a finite resource. It does not last. Sooner or later, you're going to give in, you're going to blow the diet, you're going to binge, you're going to give into those cravings, and then, of course, when that happens, then all hell breaks loose, and whatever progress you made on your fat loss program, then you undo it and you gain the weight back again. It's just a vicious cycle. So, in this video, I'm going to share how you can avoid those cravings by satisfying them with good, healthy, and delicious food options. The first one I'm going to be sharing with you, and the reason I'm sharing it now is because I'm going to make it for myself. Right now, it's going to be my high-protein blender ice cream. It's something I have every single day. At least once a day, I will eat ice cream. But it's my special ice cream. It's high in protein, very low in fat, very low in sugar, very low in carbohydrates. It's basically a source of pure protein. Step one, gonna get me some liquid egg whites right here. I buy them in bulk at Costco. Liquid egg whites is the base. So what I'll do now, put this in the blender. Now, we're at a little Airbnb here in Florida. We're on vacation right now, so I'm shooting this while I'm on vacation. There's the pool outside that we're staying at, little Airbnb. Got our own private little pool. They didn't have a blender at this place, so I went to Walmart and I just picked up a cheap bowl blender. It's good enough, but ideally you'd want to get a more powerful blender. At home, I use a Vitamix. You could get something like a Ninja, but even this little cheapy blender that I picked up at Walmart will serve the trick. But if you make this recipe too often, it's not going to last. Liquid egg whites. So I'm going to pour in 1 cup. Blah, 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 blah. Pretty close to a cup right there. And these are pasteurized liquid egg whites. So you can consume them as they are. Like, technically it's not raw, it's pasteurized. So there's no risk of salmonella. The next ingredient is protein powder. I've got some Optimum Nutrition Whey Isolate. I'm gonna put in 1 scoop of protein powder, and you can use whatever flavor you like. This one happens to be chocolate, but you can use a vanilla or whatever flavor you fancy. So, in with the egg whites, 1 scoop of protein powder. And now I'm just going to give that a little whiz to blend the powder up and have it dissolve in with the egg whites. That's it, simple as that. Next up, going to get some frozen berries. Frozen berries. Here we are, down here. This is a 3-berry blend from Costco, a big bag of it. It has raspberries, blueberries, and blackberries. So I'm going to put those in with the blender. Now, this is where you want a powerful blender, because if you got a powerful blender, it can chew up the berries really good. This kind of cheapy blender is not the best, but it still works. Just got to be more patient with it. So just put in a few berries at a time to get it blending up. Voila, there you go. So now look, a nice thick creamy ice creamy texture. We've got about 55 grams of protein, maybe 25-30 grams of carbs max, and 1 gram of fat. I mean, compare that to like regular ice cream. Like, this is like superfood ice cream right here. And look at the volume. You get so much. I mean, that is going to fill my belly, and I'm going to eat that and I'm going to be like stuffed. But I'm getting like no sugar, no fat, just good quality, high nutrient food. So this is my go-to strategy. That's good stuff right there. Like I say, it's sweet, it's delicious, it's nice, it's cold. Gives me that ice cream satisfaction that I want without the sugar. Hey buddy, how's it going? Without the sugar and the fat and all that. So it's basically a pure protein ice cream. All right, another one of my favorite craving crushers, if you will, especially for late night cravings, is my homemade pumpkin pie. This is like a pumpkin pie filling, but it is so high in volume, so low in calories, high in protein, high in fiber. This is going to fill your belly and make you feel stuffed, but it's so low in calories. Like, I'm going to make a whopping huge size serving. It's going to be 500 calories total. And if you were to eat all this, like, you would almost feel like you were force feeding yourself to get 500 calories in. Versus if you compare that to like regular pumpkin pie or any sweets or whatever, like 500 calories is nothing. Whereas this, you would feel stuffed. Like, this would be like an all-you-could-eat meal to get 500 calories. And what the base of it is, it's pure pumpkin puree. Pure pumpkin puree. Say that 10 times fast. This is not pumpkin pie filling, it is a puree. And I'm going to show you the difference. I actually took a video clip at the grocery store. So when you're buying this, you want to look for pure pumpkin, not the pumpkin pie filling. This is critical. 100% pure pumpkin, not pumpkin pie filling. And I'm just going to show you the difference. When you look at the pure pumpkin, 5 grams of carbs, 2 grams of sugar, 20 calories per third cup. Pumpkin pie filling, 19 grams of carbs, 16 grams of sugar, and 80 calories per third of a cup. So that is the difference. Get this one. Pure pumpkin, not pumpkin pie filling. So we have right now 29 ounces. 29 ounces, 1 3/4 pounds of pumpkin. Like, that's a lot. Like, when this is all mixed up, like, you're going to have 2 pounds of food. 2 pounds! And so it's going to stuff you, but it's like 500 calories. It's crazy. Like, you're going to eat 2 pounds of food for 500 calories. That's my secret for staying lean, is fill up on the good stuff, fill up on this high volume, low calorie food so that you don't have room or desire to eat the high calorie fattening stuff. Alright, so got my can of pumpkin, got a big bowl, I'm going to mix it up in.
Hey, Mommy.
Hi, sweetie.
Can we get into a white tie?
There we go. Full can of pumpkin. It's coming. There it is. Alright, scrape it up. So, that is like 1 3/4 pounds of pumpkin, which is a lot, but it's only 350 calories in all this can because it's very low in sugar, very high in fiber, high in water volume as well. So you get a lot of eating satisfaction with very low calories. So there's the pumpkin. That is the base of this recipe. And I'm going to put in some protein powder. Ideally, you use vanilla protein powder because vanilla has that pumpkin pie taste. I have a chocolate protein, so it's still going to work, still going to be tasty. But ideally, if you have vanilla, use vanilla. I think that works the best. So a scoop of protein powder. This adds 30 grams of protein, 140 calories. So this whole thing is going to be about 500 calories approximately, because 350 from the pumpkin, 140 from the protein, and then I'm going to add a little bit of artificial sweetener in there as well, which is trace amounts of calories. Stir this up. Hey, buddy, we're making some pumpkin pie. Do you like pie? Could add 2 to 3 packets of stevia based on how sweet you want it. I'm going to put in 2 packets of stevia here. And this is just trace amounts of calories in the stevia. Again, stir that in so it all mixes up. Now, you can eat that like it is. I mean, look, that is a lot of volume of food. Most people are not even going to be able to eat all this. But if you do, like, you will stuff yourself, crush all the cravings, and it's 500 calories, right? Pure protein, pure fiber, high in nutrients. I mean, there's a lot of vitamin A. I mean, pumpkin is a very nutrient-dense, well, is it a fruit or a vegetable? I think it's a squash. But anyway, pumpkin's very nutrient-dense, plus the protein, and it's delicious. Now, to make this even better, I'm going to add a bit of sugar-free maple syrup on top to give it even a little bit of extra sweetness. So if you really want to, like, have those late-night sweet cravings satisfied, a little bit of sugar-free maple syrup, and this has 2 tablespoons, has 15 calories. So probably put in a little more than 2 tablespoons, obviously, but still, this thing is maybe 550 calories max. If you want to control those cravings late at night, fill up on this kind of stuff. That is good. You want some? Pumpkin pie. Is it good?
I think pumpkin pie, Mommy.
It's even 3-year-old approved, so there you go. And another one of my favorite craving crushers that I like to have that's low in calories and quite satisfying. It's non-alcoholic beer. I've got a few right here. This particular one's Heineken. It's the 0 alcohol, and it's got 69 calories per can. Got the same fizz, same taste. 0 alcohol, very few calories. So this can kind of give you that nice satisfaction, like at the end of a long day, you just want to kick back, crack open a cold beer. Well, you can go ahead and do that with a non-alcoholic beer. And 69 calories, it's not going to make or break your program. Not going to get you the drawbacks of consuming alcohol, because one of the drawbacks with alcohol is when there's alcohol in your system, your body cannot burn fat as it normally does. Like, that alcohol has to get metabolized, and you have to have like 0 blood alcohol in order for your body to continue burning fat like it normally does. So when you're drinking and you have alcohol in your system, you literally shut down your body's ability to burn fat. Then when you combine that with, a lot of times people make poor food choices when they're drinking, because of the impaired judgment and everything else and the lowered inhibitions. It also lowers your eating inhibitions. That gives you a negative synergistic effect. So if you want to actually enjoy a beer, choose a non-alcoholic beer. So I have the 0 alcohol Heineken right here. Another one that I like as well is O'Doul's. That's another one that tastes pretty good, but experiment with that. And it's a great little way to enjoy a bit of pleasure with your eating and your diet without breaking it and basically causing you to get fat in the process. So instead of drinking regular beer, I go for the non-alcoholic. Another one of my favorites for controlling my cravings, especially late at night, is popcorn. Now, you want to get the right kind of popcorn. Ideally, when I'm home, I like to make my own air-popped popcorn. We have a popper, just use plain kernels, put it in there, get the air-popped. That's the best, because there's no added fat, no added sugar. It's very low calories and very filling. But right now, I'm going to be using some microwave popcorn. And the one that I prefer, the best one, is Smart Pop. It has a nice flavor to it, but it's fairly low in fat. So it's kind of like the next best thing to the air-popped popcorn. So again, this is the one that I'm using here. Orville Redenbacher Smart Pop. So 2 servings per bag. So in each serving, 120 calories. So per bag, you're getting 240 calories, 52 grams of carbs, 8 grams of protein, 8 grams of fiber, and 4 grams of fat. Pretty good. It's the next best thing to the air-popped version. Pop it, pop, pop, pop. But like I say, if you have an air popper, it's better, and it works out a lot cheaper than the microwave one as well. It's a nice filling snack. 240 calories. I mean, much better than having the equivalent volume in like potato chips or something like that. You're much better off snacking on popcorn. More volume, less calories, getting the same eating satisfaction. Alright, this next one is really simple, and it's a tasty alternative to pudding. It's basically it's a high protein, low fat, low carb chocolate pudding. So the base of this is going to be plain fat-free Greek yogurt, and I've got a little bit of leftover fat-free cottage cheese, and it's almost empty, but I'm going to use this for the container. But you can mix it up in a bowl or whatever, or just save an empty yogurt container for this. So, put a spoon here now. The base, plain fat-free Greek yogurt. Put in a few heaping dollops. Harvey, I'm coming out now in a minute. The joy of having a 3-year-old. He enjoys this, by the way. He really likes this stuff. So there's my plain fat-free Greek yogurt. And now I'm going to use some chocolate protein powder. This is actually a chocolate peanut butter flavor one. So 1 scoop chocolate peanut butter flavored whey protein. And that's it. Just going to mix that up. So you can see it's just protein powder, yogurt. And I'm just going to stir it up. And that, with a minute or so of stirring, it's going to mix up like a nice creamy chocolate pudding texture. So this is a nice alternative. So stir it up like this. You can see it. The protein powder and the yogurt mix really well, dissolves really nice. Virtually zero fat, just the fat that's found in the protein powder, like maybe 1 or 2 grams. And then of course, very low in sugar, just a little bit of sugar that's found in the protein and the and the yogurt. A healthy late night snack. Harvey, would you like some yogurt protein?
Yeah!
Let's see if it's 3-year-old approved. There you go. That's a lot, I know, just have a little bit. Is it good? So there you go. That's some awesome recipe ideas that you can use to help control your cravings, especially late at night. Because I know that's when most guys get those cravings. Like you can do well throughout the day, but then in the evening when you're trying to settle down in those few hours before bed, that can make or break your fat loss diet. So by having these options available, it helps you to satisfy those cravings and not blow your diet. See, one of the problems that a lot of people face is they try and rely on willpower. And they just say, you know what, I'm not going to have the junk. I'm not going to eat anything after dinner. And they try to have that, you know, the willpower and the discipline. And that works for the short term. But the problem is eventually you're going to give into those cravings because willpower is a finite resource. It's not going to last forever. So you want to have healthy options like this. So when you do get those cravings, you can satisfy them with foods that are going to fuel muscle growth, help aid with building your metabolism, burning fat, and not blow your diet. But you want to fill up on the good, high quality stuff first so that you're not resorting to the junk food. Anyway, if you would like some help with putting together a realistic action plan that works for you, your schedule, your lifestyle, and all that kind of stuff, send me an email, leeh@leehayward.com. I'd be more than happy to have a chat with you and see if we can come up with a realistic action plan that works for you. So leave me the comments and feedback down below. Let me know how you like them. And make sure to subscribe to the Total Fitness Bodybuilding YouTube channel if you haven't already done so. I'm always adding new videos, workout, nutrition, lifestyle, and mindset to help you build muscle, lose the gut, and get back in shape. All right, guys. I think that clues it up. Does that clue it up, Harvey?
Yeah, I'm just trying to
clues it up. Okay. Check out to the side. I'm going to have some more videos blooped up over there. Go watch those. And stay tuned. I'll be talking to you in my next video. Take care. Over and out.